Hello, this is Bakumonada with another tutorial video in the new Legacy of the Void patch. My latest build is going to be called the Ultimate Atomic Buster. If anyone's played Street Fighter, they'll know Zangief is called the Red Cyclone, and since this build will mainly be using Cyclones, yeah, I'm gonna call it that. So as soon as you start the game, just send a worker out and your first SUV rally to build a depot. Then you build a gas as you want to get your factory quite quickly, and then you build a racks. Your next SUV will be slightly delayed, but that's okay because you want to build your factory as soon as possible. Next, just start mining gas straight away, and I'll jump quickly to the next part, but it'll be basically to do some light Reaper harass to check out what they're doing. I really like Proxy Reaper versus Protoss, as if you just do a normal Reaper, it doesn't really get anything done. Next, you build your factory and you take a guy off each gas just to make things run a bit smoother. And I'm just gonna deny his third and leave the Reaper to harass and then go back to mining. I only want one Reaper as two Reapers don't really get much done, and I'm going to deploy my racks here just to annoy him basically, and build Marines if he's not looking, just to make him multitask a bit, and just keep focusing the groups. And then back at home, once your factory's done, you want to build a Cyclone just to be safe. And then you can start building Marines here just to cause more multitasking. And you want to get a starport as well. And then just put your workers back to mining. And just try to be as annoying as possible while finding out what he's doing. So far, I probably should have checked his expansion first with the Reaper, but I wanted to do economic damage as quickly as possible. So yeah, I've confirmed it's an expansion, so I can probably move out with this Cyclone and do a bit of damage. You don't really want this Rax to die, you just want to cause harassment and force his multitasking. Notice the pylon here, so I'll use my first Cyclone to just get rid of that. And with my starport, I'll get a Liberator to do some harassment and then begin expanding. And I'll restore my gases once I get the starport basically. Basically I got this build, well, inspiration from this build when I was watching Beast QT's stream earlier. He displayed this pretty cool build versus Zerg, where you get +1 attack damage with the Cyclone, and it scales really well, and you can, like, it actually makes the Cyclone quite good. But that's basically the trick. I think he got it from Rough, as a lot of people were saying that's where the build came from. So using the extra +1 attack, decided to try the Cyclone build out. This Protoss guy was pretty good. I think he was like Grandmaster about 7 times, though he wasn't recently Grandmaster, but it still shows he's pretty good. With this Rax, you just use it for vision. It's quite nice here. Usually Zergs will abuse this position just to see, but I'm just doing slight harass and just scouting. If he's got an expansion, you don't generally have to be worried about an Oracle straight away. That's why I was keeping some Cyclones at home, but then I just decided to push out slightly. I know it's kind of unsafe, but basically this build is kind of rough at the minute, but it's kind of, if Oracle was going to come, it should have came already. But with your Liberator, you always want to, like, when you're attacking here, you want to send the Liberator here just to do a multi-pronged assault. Now back at home I'm just macroing and just spending my money as soon as possible, but the main thing you want is to get this armory. So it's like factory, starport, and then armory, and then another factory, because you want this +1, which is when you want to really strike with your cyclone push. And I'm just using the starport after my first Liberator just to build reactors. You generally just want 2 reactors and a reactor starport. And they've got pretty good map vision with this racks, as when you're playing mech you don't really need the racks. You'll see a lot of people like Wrath will just use this for scouting, so that's why I just proxied that Reaper in the early game. And my Liberator's still alive, so I can keep that for my next sort of multi-pronged assault. But basically I'm just charging up, waiting for this, and just building as many Cyclones and Hellions as I can, and Hellbats. Basically just want to use the Hellbats as tanking potential. So I'm sure you don't want to wait all, but yeah, I'll speed this up till this upgrade finishes, which is when I attack. Okay, now that it's finished, I'm ready to attack. And I'll chain this with my Liberator so that it's a multi-prong attack. And this is okay, he dealt with it quite well. But as you can see, even versus both pylon overcharges, 2 immortals, and stalkers, this actually just shreds this. So it's actually like, wow, cyclones are pretty good. I know a lot of people have been saying it's not great, but this seems to be an effective way to use them. Basically back at home after my first timing attack, I'll just keep building these and macroing up. I know he hasn't got a third since I've got my supply depot there, so I'm pretty much in control of this game. I actually don't notice the 2 stalkers here, but if you have better multitasking, obviously you'll be able to like see what's going on. Probably should have scanned here as well just to see that the Liberator probably wasn't going to do that much. But now I'm going to do a triple prong attack with my next assault, and I'm preparing for a second timing attack. So once my 2 Liberators finish, I'll go for a 3-pronged assault. Okay. Okay, he strikes me back at home and does a lot of damage, but I'm going to attack him as well. I've linked these to attack all his economies. We'll see who does a better trade, but he's quite well defended here. But he kind of has to keep his mothership core here because that'll do a lot of damage. But the depths are still pretty good, but upgraded mech units are quite good versus them. But you can kind of see, well, he probably got a better trade, but since I have 3rd expansion, it's working better for me. So basically my next time to attack is when this next upgrade finishes. I'm just gonna keep pumping out Cyclones, Hellions, and probably should get some medevacs to help the tankiness of these Hellbats. But I still feel in control because he hasn't even started to take his 3rd base. That's basically the build. I do manage to win this game with just these units alone. I'll just speed things up. But you'll see here, he tries to attack me and it doesn't do the best. But I can feel he's going for some sort of 2-base attack. So I'm just camping all my units here.
Add-on.
And versus this, these upgraded Cyclones just chew right through this. He's got +1 attack himself, but I think I've been doing quite good on his economy, as you can see when he's attacking. I'm just constantly pitting my liberators here just to kill workers. This one got another 6 kills, so it's pretty worth it. But actually looking back at this replay, I'm doing actually pretty badly in economy, but 3 base economy is still, even if it's weakened, it's still better than 2 base economy. Okay, probably not entirely true, but this big upgrade advantage is probably the main reason why I'm ahead most of this game. Yeah, he's only got 1, or he's got his 3rd base here. Well, anyway, that's pretty much the build. Trick is this armory trick, but if anyone wants to try this, go ahead. I'll just speed up the build to finish off the game to show you that it's a viable way to play the game. Or, well, one of the options you can do to play a game if you're tired of playing bio. But the cool thing about cyclones is they are extremely strong versus buildings. But all I'm basically doing is just A moving everywhere I'm attacked. Just see this army and go, okay, I'll just A move that as well. Keep building up more and more units. And again, building armor once that's finished. I'm sure there's more refined ways to do this, but so far it seems to be working out for me. And I know a lot of people are struggling with bio. But yeah, this guy's really annoying, so I just have to kind of leave units in my base, but with these really powerful cyclones, they just shred any unit that kind of gets in their way. And Hellbats inside the medevacs is there. Splash damage is actually still strong. Might want to actually get Blue Flame with this just to help, but he tries to get a 3rd base, and that's basically all I'm doing, just trying to deny his 3rd base. But yeah, this army's pretty devastating. If you like this build, please subscribe and enjoy.